This segment brought to you by Kansas Regenerative Medicine Center. Your stem cells, your health, your life.
Welcome to Kansas.
David Dary, a respected journalist and prolific author, died in March following a brief illness. He was 83. A Manhattan native, Dave was recruited to Norman, Oklahoma in 1989 to lead the H. Herbert School of Journalism and Mass Communication. He previously served as a faculty member and administrator for 20 years at the University of Kansas William Allen White School of Journalism and Mass Communication. Upon his arrival at OU, Dave worked tirelessly to get the school re-accredited and back in the graces of the state's newspaper publishers. He approached Edward L. Gaylord in the early 1990s, requesting consideration for a $22 million gift to build a new journalism building and underwrite faculty positions and scholarships. Later, with the help of the university's new president, David Boren, the gift became reality. David Dary was multi-talented, Boren said. Not only was he an outstanding teacher, but he was also a gifted writer and historian of the American West. He was an inspiration for countless students. At Kansas, Dave began writing newspaper articles on Kansas history. That led to a 21-book publishing career. 4 books dealt with journalism, and the remainder focused on the historical aspects of the American West, including true tales of old-time Kansas. Among his awards were 2 Wrangler Awards from the National Cowboy and Western Heritage Museum, 2 Spur Awards, and the Owen Wister Lifetime Achievement Award from the Western Writers of America. Prior to his teaching and academic career, Dave worked in radio and television news, first in Kansas and Texas, before joining CBS News in Washington. He covered the last months of the Eisenhower and then the Kennedy administrations. He introduced President Kennedy on CBS for the president's Cuban Missile Crisis speech, and later overflew Soviet ships carrying missiles outbound from Cuba. In 1963, Dave was recruited by rival NBC News to manage its local news in Washington, D.C. He returned to Kansas in the late 1960s to help build a new NBC television station in Topeka before joining the KU faculty. He retired in 2000 as Professor Emeritus and returned to writing. He is survived by his wife of 62 years, Sue, and their 4 daughters, grandchildren, and great-grandchildren. His former co-worker, William Redland, said, "Dave Dary was a Kansan of the best kind, through and through."
Valley Vet Supply is devoted to providing information and professional quality products at reasonable prices.